And of course, our hardware team. The same team that delivered unprecedented performance with Xbox One X is deep into architecting the next Xbox consoles, where we will once again deliver on our commitment to set the benchmark for console gaming.
For the last couple of months, maybe even since last year's E3, a lot of people, including myself, have been clamoring for the next generation Xbox specs and news. And while we've had a lot of rumors and leaks come our way that might shine some light on what's to come next for Xbox and PlayStation, there still hasn't been a huge publication that has hinted at what exactly Microsoft has in store for us. And while there hasn't been any official announcement by Xbox or even Sony about their next generation plans, there's still little hints out there that can pave us a road to the next generation. This video is solely coming from rumors, so remember to take this with a grain of salt, everyone. Like I've said before, anything can change in the tech industry, so until Microsoft announces something official, we will have to run with this stuff for what it is, just a rumor. While this particular rumor is reported by WCCF Tech, which is a reputable website, we still have to take it with a grain of salt. So let's dive deep into this report. It seems that Sony is going to wait a little longer to reveal their PlayStation 5 plans, especially since they're skipping E3 2019 altogether to focus more on an event that we think will happen later in the year. And while Sony is crouching down as they've said a few months ago, Microsoft seems ready to make a huge announcement at E3 2019, which is to reveal their next Xbox consoles, codenamed Lockhart and Anaconda. While this isn't very surprising when you consider how Project Scorpio was announced back at E3 2016 and then fully detailed at E3 2017 and released a few months later during the fall of 2017, this kind of holds some credence into seeing what Microsoft has done in the past and maybe applying that in the future. But earlier today, as the report says, French website, and I think I'm saying this right, Yux Video reported that Xbox Lockhart and Xbox Anaconda, the next-gen Microsoft consoles, will be revealed at this year's Electronic Entertainment Expo, also known as E3. As previously rumored, Lockhart will be the cheaper version of the console and will have no disc tray to reduce costs. The Anaconda Xbox, on the other hand, will be the more powerful variant and will come with a disc tray and much better specifications. Both consoles will feature a 1TB NVMe 1+ GB SSD hard drive. But that's not all. This particular website also talked about the specs that were leaked late last year, saying those leaks are very close to the actual specs of the next Xboxes. If you don't remember what the specs were, here they are. Xbox Lockhart specs will have a CPU custom 8-core 16 Zen Thread 2. The GPU custom Navi 4+ teraflops, RAM 12GB of GDDR6 memory, storage is, like I said before, 1TB 1+ GB SSD hard drive. As for the Xbox Anaconda specs, the CPU will be a custom 8-core 16 Zen Thread 2, a GPU custom Navi 12+ teraflops, RAM of 16GB of GDDR6 memory, and again, a 1TB of SSD hard drive. As I've said before in my videos talking about the new Xbox leaks, Microsoft will release 2 consoles to start the next generation. One will be for the mass market and have a price tag that's competitive with the PlayStation 5 or even cheaper, and it will have less power than the X, but the upgraded CPU will set it apart from the Xbox One X that most people will want to upgrade to. The second console will be this 12+ teraflop powerhouse that most of the hardcore will want to have in their homes. Not only will the CPU upgrade make this the most enticing console on the market, but the 12+ teraflops is also already over double of what the X is outputting, and the upgraded 16GB of GDDR6 RAM will help handle a lot of the aspects in the operating system. One of the biggest upgrades for both consoles is also the 1TB of SSD hard drive, which will launch every game much faster and launch the console much faster, along with other little programs that you run on it. Everything about this console just screams high quality. It's exciting to see these rumors that have been floating around to be given some credence. Now, one of the biggest surprises has to be the timeline of the release date and also what games will be launching before the console even comes out, along with titles launching with the new console. Lastly, Jux Video revealed that the next-gen consoles will be released at the end of 2020 with Halo Infinite as a launch title. Microsoft still has high-profile titles in the pipeline for the Xbox One, as Gears 5 will be one of the main focuses of this year's E3. Ninja Theory's first title as part of the Xbox Game Studios, should also be released at the beginning of next year. This has to be one of the biggest news bits we've seen about the future roadmap Microsoft has in store, because while having the most powerful console is vital in Xbox's future plans, they still need to have the games to compete against everyone in the market. In Halo, their biggest franchise by far, is such a smart move to have it ready for the launch of the new system. This reminds me a lot of Nintendo's Switch and what they accomplished with Zelda Breath of the Wild. Bring out a solid product and attaching one of their greatest franchises to it day one. Microsoft seems to be going the same route, which to me is a smart move. But as you can see, that's not all the leak is talking about. They also hint that Ninja Theory's first title as an Xbox game studio should be released at the beginning of next year. As we've heard before from Xbox executives that some of these new studios have games much closer to release than we expect. While most people have said Ninja Theory is the closest studio to release something, especially since they finished Hellblade back in the summer of 2017, and that game only had 20 developers out of the 100 they had on staff working on that title. So the rest of the team was already working on a new title that Microsoft's head Phil Spencer has hinted at multiple times, saying Ninja Theory finished Hellblade and haven't just been sitting on their hands this entire time. So we should expect a new game announcement at E3 2019 with Ninja Theory taking center stage. Throw in more footage about Gears 5, Gears Tactic, Halo Infinite, along with other announcements we don't know about, and you have one jam-packed E3 show. It's a very good time to be an Xbox fan, but it's even more exciting to be a gamer in general. It seems like a lot of companies, especially Microsoft, have seen the mistakes they've made this generation, and they are changing a lot of things in order to be much more competitive in the gaming market. To read about these new consoles really does paint a very bright future for gaming in general. You add all the games that should accompany these systems, and you have one damn exciting generation coming up. Let's hope the competition stays stiff and all companies fight even harder for our money, because at the end of the day, we all win when these companies are competing against each other. So if you liked the video, hit that like button and subscribe button. I truly appreciate all the support I get. And also go on Twitter and follow me at Zalker87. I always post new videos on there and talk about games with everyone, so go give me a follow. That's all for now. Thanks for watching and see you next time. And remember, enjoy your gaming. Later.